winery, of a fine, spirited area. There is, well, danger afoot, though. The party managed to fight off and barricade portions of this room out there. The actual bottom of the house is actually barricaded. And you killed the druids that entered inside of here.
We killed one of them, I thought.
Where's
I
one of
wasn't
the
sure if we
outside?
actually had... Oh, that's right. The druid died and turned into was consumed by his wand.
Correct.
Or staff.
Correct. At this point, with Nearmore holding this portion of this place secure, the blights, the plant creatures that were assaulting this place, immediately, with a faint snap, all as one, they start rushing away. They start rushing into the fields and then disappear.
Oh, that's surprising. They seemed like they were on the full attack before. I take it the druid is gone?
The druid is running with his pack.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to be doing anything while this is starting to happen?
I think Nira is the only one that's seeing that part.
Can I try to talk to my friend there, the skeleton? To issue a command, or is he out of range?
He's
dead.
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Yes.
He be gone.
So is the horse. But
Yeah. We just
Well,
have
if
this
Nira's the
floaty
only
dude.
one seeing it, yeah. If Nira's the only one seeing it, she would probably run to the rest of you guys and let you know.
they disappear.
They seem to be the ones on my end seem to be retreating. Is anyone else's retreating?
There's
two.
palpable silence in the air as Mir says this.
Isan is worried about the floating staff that's in front of him.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna actually run over to that's a window over here.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there and see if I can see where they're going, since that looked like the direction they were moving in.
They are heading south, southwest.
Oh,
And to try to, if
so over here?
Well, they head into the fields, and you see them kind of rippling away further into the fields. It's up there.
Okay.
The druid, once he enters, disappears from your sight.
But the two big shambling vine monsters, are they still?
They are still running. Yes,
They are running, or they are they? Okay.
they are running. It is now eerily quiet. You're on the second floor. Some of you may be breathing hard. Some of you may be wounded.
Isan is hanging off of a barrel, having just hacked down a druid, having been hacking at a druid. But is there not a staff floating right here?
There is a floating, oily, dripping staff with a spongy-like material coating it. It is floating, and it had consumed via plant matter the forest folk individual that was attacking.
Yep.
I would like everyone to roll me a perception check.
Alrighty.
Oh, everything got reset. I'll have to change that.
Oh
So
man.
5, 15, 21, 15. course, Solaris, 26.
Of course he did.
Yeah. Fucking eagle eye.
Okay, Solaris, Nira. There's sounds of rustling and rustling and rustling. Plants, vegetation rubbing against each other inside of the room. This almost makes a white noise background faintly, and then gets fainter and fainter until you hear nothing at all. It is dead silent. No ravens, no creaking of wood. The only thing you all hear are your own breathing. And then Tetradia yells out,
Oh, I think they all left. I guess they were no match for us unless they're coming up with a new plan.
Hmm. Does somebody magical want to take a look at this floaty staff thing? I don't know what the fuck's up with it.
I would take a look at it, but I can't move my token. I've got the 4 arrows around it.
there's a wall right there. You should be able to move now.
Tetrati and Nero can go look at it.
Okay.
Mm.
You guys heading to the first floor to take a look at it?
Yeah.
I'm using my directional buttons or
Oh,
trying to
it
move
might.
it.
If it
and
has
it's-
4 arrows around it, I think it might be because you selected it as a target instead of
Yeah.
as a token.
I think you may have
Yeah,
to
so how do I well, I've got
Um,
I've got select token on.
go to the...
Huh.
Yep, you do?
Oh.
Okay. Should just be working.
Now it disappeared.
I moved you down here.
Or did you move me down there? Okay.
There's brick floors.
Yeah.
It's up there.
Yeah, how do I get rid of it then, though?
Let's see.
Click somewhere else on the board. Should get rid of the 4 arrows.
Nope.
Try select targets and then click the
No,
token.
right
again.
click on it. Right click on it. See the bottom
Oh.
left. There's a bottom left. See that target right there? Just click on that to toggle it. That's what you do.
Right
Ah.
click on it. It's not
Right.
doing
Yeah, if
anything.
you right click on your token, there's going to be 3 things on the left and 2 things on the right.
I get nothing.
You get nothing.
Ooh, really?
I
Are
get
you on a Mac?
nothing.
You're on select tokens mode.
Are
I
you,
thought so.
are you on a Mac? Out of curiosity.
No.
Nope. Fuck
Okay.
no.
Do me a favor and refresh.
Yeah, you might just need to refresh.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nira and the sauna down there, I believe Petradria headed down there as well. There is a floating, black, oily, dripping staff.
That doesn't look like anything good. I'm
And
gonna
there
roll-
what looks to be ground beef directly underneath it. Which
Yeah, that was the
is the
druid.
remains of the forest folk you were fighting.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana. See if I can
To do
figure-
what? What are you trying to do?
Just to kind of figure out what's going on with the staff, or if there's anything she could remember that maybe there's some kind of legend or something, that could explain what the floating staff is.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll roll Arcana as well. I just got to bring up my character sheet again.
Sure.
Nat 20.
Damn.
24.
Tara,
Okay. Tetradia, it is definitely magical. For one thing, it's floating in the middle of the air and hovering there, and consumed and turned something to ground beef inside there. Nira, this is without a doubt a magical foci and a magical staff that you would assume give you some capability or maybe even influence on the blights that was attacking this place.
Oh. I wonder if they all ran because this guy got killed. They weren't being controlled very well anymore.
quite possible. Well, you're gonna touch it? Another fast dude.
I mean, I guess so.
To try is gonna
Do
kind
you
of back
want a
up.
sack?
Do you touch it?
Oh, I guess well, the mage hand wouldn't really prove anything, so
It wouldn't probably, no.
I don't even think I don't know if I even have that anymore.
If I touch it with my awakened mind, does it say anything?
Only D100.
Oh. 22.
It's not
22.
bad.
Pretty good. Better than what we were doing last session.
Nothing
Oh, I do have mage hand. Cool.
seems to happen.
Well, at least it doesn't appear to have its own sentience then.
And it's still just standing there floating on its own?
If the staff control these weird plant monsters, we might need it. So one of us is gonna have to at least try it out.
Well, Nira,
Well, Well, first of all, what is our plan here? So a lot of them have retreated. Are we going after them?
I think no.
Or are we
If I
exploring here
remember-
first?
Yeah, I think we have to explore in here first. If I remember correctly, Adrian said something that they might have been looking in the basement or something. Or no, it was under a tree. That's right. They were looking for something that's likely buried under the family tree that was allowing them to keep the sun shining in this area so they could grow food and stuff.
But it is almost certainly taken. Because the plants are dying.
Wow.
We still may want to check out the basement.
Yeah, I kind of want to check out the basement, make sure there's nothing more in the building. And if
Okay.
there is, then we have a secure building, and then we can go from there with trying to recover things.
Okay, at that point then, do we want me to try to put a bag over it and carry it that way? Or do we want me to just try and touch it?
If you want Nira to try, is kind of like thinking about if she wants to try to touch it or not. She's kind of like hesitating. But it seems like everything's trying to kill us. So she doesn't even finish her sentence. She just kind of looks at Nira.
Okay. Are you guys going to be leaving the staff behind there? You're going to put something over it, carry it with you? Or does someone want to actually touch it? Or even try to possibly even attune to the staff?
You know, it might give.
Shall I just touch it then?
It definitely seems like its power may be useful to us in the right now, so
Maybe
It's up to
so.
you. It's up to you, Nira, more.
Where's Solaris? Are you around?
Yep.
If
I'm
I touch
above
this
it.
thing, you don't have any way to identify this thing, do you?
No, I don't have access to that type of magic.
How are you doing for healing spells? If this thing screws me up, are you going to be able to take care of me?
I can heal you, and I can. What is it called? Lesser restoration you, but that's it. I don't have full restoration yet.
Don't have greater.
Yeah, I don't have greater. I have lesser.
Did we want to just have me try and put it in a sack for now?
I'd
Who is
say that's
holding it? The druid?
one of the
Yeah.
druids, yeah.
Well, it stands to reason that if somebody held it, then another person should be able to hold it. But at the same time, he
true.
crosses his arms. Could be cursed.
I mean,
That's the thing.
considering that the guy got absorbed into the staff and is now mush on the ground, I'd say it's cursed.
Did he get
The sun
absorbed?
tosses you a sack.
Didn't he get
Oh, yeah.
absorbed?
The staff expanded, wrapped around him, and then squeezed him out
Oh.
through hundreds of holes through the staff.
Oh.
Oh God.
Oh,
But
I
There
don't
is
want to touch
literally
that.
ground beef, brain matter, and bone dust at your feet.
But
Just
was he
blood.
untouched, or did we attack him?
No, he was partially plant too.
Yes.
He had
He,
planty bits.
Oh,
It,
yeah.
it happened. It happened when Asan downed him.
And he was partially plant. So maybe this thing really hurts plants. And we're not plants, so maybe we're fine. That's another guess.
And do that natural 20 because of what had happened inside there and how they left upon this death,
Uh,
Nira is fairly certain this thing is able to influence the blights.
Hassan, you should be a gentleman and go touch that thing just to test
Uh,
it out.
No, but I have a thought. Theron, could you try using your divine sense to try and see if it has some sort of evil or curse on it? I know it's normally used to detect things, but it's a thought.
I could try. Let's see here. Divine sense.
Okay, do me a favor and roll me a charisma check at advantage.
Charisma check at advantage. Ooh, okay. 8.
19.
That's a save.
19.
That's a save.
Right. Oh,
It's a
that was a save.
So
Correct.
-3, so 16. Okay, still good. 16.
Well, it was a save, so I should probably do a different one. Because I
Would you like
have
to?
advantage on charisma check. I have proficiency in charisma saving throws, so I should probably roll a
So it's a
straight
-3,
check.
so that 19 turns into a 16. I get
Yeah.
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
It's still
So
16.
a 16. 16 is rather good.
Okay.
What you do? Yeah, no, you learned that. This was part of consecrated ground that was then desecrated. There's a rancid smell from it, and then almost a deep, resonating, almost feel to it, hidden deep within inside of it as you use your divine sense. That while it is nothing, it is an entire the consecrated part is still consecrated. It has an entirely different feel than like the bones of Saint Anne. So again, this was consecrated and then desecrated. It comes from a place that is
Okay. This is just hitting far too close to home for Nero right now.
So
Young
you notice
lady,
Solaris, he has this like strange expression on his face, and he just casually walks up over to the staff and he just picks it up with his hands.
okay.
Oh God.
It's almost like a sponge, and black oil kind of weeps out over your hands inside there. Would you like to attune to this item? Takes an action to do so.
It might be better if I do it. It didn't kill you right off the hop, but it might be better if I do it because of my nature. It kind of has. It seemed that thing. Yes, I know. In many ways, fate has my name written on it.
If I
The
attune
consecrated
something,
and then the desecrated.
and if I give it to someone, can they like attune to it and I give up the attunement? Because I've never
Yeah.
actually attuned to anything.
When you you've never tuned so anyway.
No.
When you
Interested.
it
I
takes
sworn you had.
it takes an action to attune, and then it takes an hour to unattune. In my games, that's
Well,
not how it works in 5th
it's-
edition. But
So he looks at Nira and he's like, still potentially dangerous. So let's find out. And I'll start attuning to it.
okay, you
Ugh.
willingly
Good job, Solaris.
attune to a portion of it. Okay,
That's a gentleman for you.
you see.
No.
You see tiny tendrils shoot out and wrap around Solaris's hands, and then about 8 tiny plant-like tendrils go into his skin and then go up to his arm. And then they disappear almost immediately when that happens inside there. And it starts to weep blood from the porous exterior of it.
You
That's
should have
not.
just given it to me.
That's not good.
This is a magical quarterstaff. And it has 10 charges. And it regains 1d6 plus 4 charges at dusk. This has a vampiric strike to it. On a hit, it deals normal damage as a quarterstaff, and you can spend 1 charge to gain a number of hit points dealt by the weapon. This is a +1 staff as well. But something only the wisest of individuals or the charismatic of individuals should be wielding this. You also gain the feature called Blightbane. All blights and other evil plants do not regard you as hostile unless you harm them. You can also use it to summon blights. You can summon twig blights, needle blights, and vine blights.
Is that what the charges are used for?
Yes.
Okay.
I will actually share the Gulthias staff with you, Mr. Solaris. You should be able to see it inside of your journal entries.
Oh, I never used that either. Let's see.
Top right, to the right of the active screen.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
And its name is the Gulthias staff. And it has squirmed underneath your skin and underneath your fingernails. And then they disappeared and detached. Oh, sorry. Give me a second.
I think Rhythm might have switched to an audiobook or something.
All right. Didn't. So when that happens, but you don't feel anything else other than that. Okay. Did you, Mr. Solaris, did you accidentally paste something over the staff?
Keyboard. And the last thing that I copy pasted just went over there. Which, by the way, I made a YouTube comment on AOC because she was dancing in a video, and then people were shitting on her, and I said, all I see is an extremely intelligent lady who looks good at dancing.
All of the text inside there was just removed, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh no!
I'm like, okay, baby, time to go back to mom.
Control Z. Control Z.
I have no idea what you guys are even talking about.
It was actually the magic item was wiped accidentally. I can pull back that. All right. So with that happens inside there, it's fused to you, and then all the vines cut. It is now just a staff in your hands. What are you doing, Solaris?
How do you feel, Solaris?
How do I feel?
Pretty normal. Nothing bad happened at all, definitely.
Okay. Then, now that it's tested and I'm not in danger, I'll just hand it over to the Nearmore. I'm like, seems pretty safe.
What happens if I take it from him?
You take it from him.
Well, he's handing it to me.
He hands it to you. Take it from him. Leaves his hand. No problem.
Do we see anything happen?
No, nothing happens.
No.
It's just staffs directly over to you. Would you like to attune to this item?
Yep, might as well. It kind of has my name all over it.
Could you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Of course.
Oh no!
Not charisma.
Not yet.
Oh, come on.
8.
Oh no!
Of course.
Ouch!
You feel a jabbing in your hand. No vines wrap out this time and enter through your pores and skin on your hand. But as you pull back your hand, you have a long open cut across your palm that seals like it's been healed.
Well, that was odd. So do I feel like I'm attuned to the item, though, or...?
You are attuned fully to the item. And you regain all of its abilities as well.
You'll have to...
Yeah, I'll send it over. It was deleted, so only a D100 if you could. $46. Interesting. I'll keep note of that. All right. The fate mystery of this staff is known somewhat to you guys now. What do you do?
Isan suggests that we should check the basement where that druid came from to make sure there aren't any more down there.
Agreed.
Yes.
Sounds like the wisest
Also, we need to keep our eyes open. Madam
Well-
Ava gave us a card reading about this place.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it's under wood and sand the treasure hides. Could be the basement.
Oh.
Hard to say.
Suppose we'll find out.
Okay. You guys head into the basement.
Yep.
Yep.
Son does. I assume hopefully people follow him.
I still can't move my token.
Yeah, I'm following.
Yep.
Ooh. Let's see, can I?
This way,
Yes, I
right?
can. Give me just 1 second. Oh, hey, guys.
Oh,
He
sorry.
was gonna move us all in one group.
Oh, okay.
Okay. As you come down here into this basement inside there, you see racks upon racks of wine, very fine wine inside of here. Wooden pillars and beam supports these 10-foot high ceiling, and it is an ice cold cellar, which seemed to be split in two by the 5-foot thick brick walls. And a thin mist covers the floor, be it fog or just pulling from the cold air into here. This side of this place has been ransacked entirely, but this side has been left entirely untouched. What are you guys doing?
No stealing anything to Tradia.
Hey, I'm not that bad, okay? Just
Mm-hmm.
calm down, Baron. Calm down.
I guess it should be investigation if I want to look for any clues as to what was being searched for or anything then.
Roll me investigation check. Yeah. Are you looking for like areas that they've pried open or anything like that? Okay.
Yeah.
There's a few smashed bottles inside of here. There's wine and liquids covering the floor. A song inside of here. There is a door here, by the way.
Yep.
It is iced over and is a thick steel with a large, heavy-duty lock. There are barrels out inside of here. It looks like there's actually been some people trying to pry at the door. Some very large plant creatures, per se, but no success.
Ah.
Should we try to at least break the ice on the door, see if we can get inside?
I think that's a good idea. I think we should try to see what we can. If that's what they were trying to go for, we should that we might need to see what's on the other side of this.
Indeed.
Yep.
Hack at it, Esson.
Okay, you guys gonna try to open the door inside there? It's a steel door, steel and iron.
Yeah, it's a heavy door and there's a lock on it.
It's integrated, not a padlock, but an actual large, almost push bar handle inside there, and a
I
lock.
could try to freeze it, and maybe you could bust it.
It's already frozen shut. We would probably need heat to try to melt the ice.
Well, electricity heat up things, so you want me to give it a shot?
Go for it. I don't think it'll
I
work
think
quite as well as you think.
Sacred Flame might work a little better.
Oh, do you have that near? You should give it a try.
So does Solaris.
Sacred
That's
Flame
Doesn't
radiant.
actually burn.
Yeah,
Doesn't actually burn.
sadly, it doesn't burn. It's more of a force, and it's like an anathema to like certain creatures.
Yeah, it's radiant damage.
Think more like a sunburn.
Yeah.
A really intense one, or radiation.
Hmm. Well, let's.
Well, it
test
looks
out.
like I have firebolt.
Yeah, if you have firebolt, maybe that sounds like it's a better thing to try.
Solaris will light a torch as well.
Tetrati is just gonna try to test it out, and she's gonna fire off an electric bolt at it.
Wish I could move my character.
Lightning hits it. Yeah.
Did it
Takes
do
it. Heats up. It makes a kind of it burns some of the or melts some of the ice away, and makes a orange spot on the door.
It's gonna. This could take forever. Nira, use your fire.
Okay.
15. Okay. Are you guys just going to start peppering at fire bolts over inside of there, trying to slowly heat up the door?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm scared
Nevermore,
now.
roll me a D100.
I'll just roll a electric bolt, I guess, too.
18. You are lucky. 5 minutes pass. Firebolt. Lightning bolts heading at center. And slowly, the door starts to heat up. It starts to glow orange. Its hinges start squealing off to it inside there. The ices are fully melted. It seems to be warped now. The cold shrinking and expanding at the same time. Would anyone like to try to kick the door down, or position it, or use crowbars, or use a spell to get in a little bit more? It is very much hurt per se.
Dro, pry it
no.
open.
Isan will open the door. Will attempt to open the door anyways.
Roll me an athletics check.
Sounds like a
12. Son kind of stretches a little bit, puts down side of fear. How would a son try to bust down this door?
Well, is this door not? Hopefully, I'm not muted. Isn't there a big like deadbolt lock bar type thing?
Mhm.
Then Isan would try to. He would try to open it by sliding the deadbolt bar over and then pulling.
Okay, it is locked inside there. Of course, it's very much locked.
Okay. If it's very much locked, then Isan would just try to give it a massive just confirm one
Heel kick or
thing.
donkey kick, or you shouldering it, or you because it's red hot right now, so you could possibly
with it
bend.
being red hot, if it's red hot, like he would be, he would definitely be looking to. He would not if it's red hot. He would ask if anybody has a crowbar, and then try a crowbar.
Okay.
If not, he would probably just try to use one of his hand axes to do it.
I believe your packs have actually crowbars inside. So a little bit. So you get a crowbar. Because of you getting a crowbar, roll me one more athletics check.
Okay.
24. Starts prying and moving it, and eventually there's a squealing as the bolt breaks inside there, and the door is actually pulled inward open inside there. A blast of cold shoots out, kind of frosting the sun, not hurting them, but almost all the water on you, the sweat freezes almost instantly to it. Smarts, but doesn't hurt. And immediately the red hot door cools rapidly and starts warping even more. So, roll me a nature check. Okay. 13. Gotcha. There's moss covering this portion all around it inside of here. There's a sandy floor fitting into this as well. There is living moss, and it is about -20 inside of here.
Damn, this is a cold spot. How far into it can I see?
I mean, you have dark vision, right?
No, I'm a halfling.
Oh, okay. Then you can see right around to here with a little bit of light.
Okay, and it's just moss
No.
growing everywhere. Solaris, you got a torch there, right?
I'll just cast light on his shield, like I usually do.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay. Is anyone heading into there with some?
Theron will.
There, no me nature check.
Strahd will go.
Okay.
Strahd, roll
I'll
me
go, but I can't move my token still.
Nature.
Yeah, she can't select it for some reason. She can
9.
target it, but she cannot select it.
Really? Give me just 1 second. Maybe it's image position. Can you do it now? Yeah.
It said I lost connection to the server. Give me a sec.
Okay. In the meantime, those the other individuals roll me those nature checks. 9, 13, up there. Tetrati, roll me that nature check. Solaris, are you going in?
Yep, I'm gonna follow.
Roll me a nature check.
Nature.
Okay.
Oh boy, we all suck at this.
We need Nira to roll a nature check. She might be the only one of us with a chance on this.
Well, she's reloading, so
Yep.
Nero, would you like me to roll for you, or do you want me to wait?
I'm gonna do it as long as I open up here.
So you guys can stumble in the light from Hassan's shield inside of here. 7. Gotcha. Moss
Yeah, we all suck
covering
at this.
moss covering all the portions of this place. So can you move your character?
Let me try. I haven't been able to move my. I just literally reloaded. Like,
Yep. Makes sense.
nope.
It's
Like,
odd
Like I
'cause,
can't even
like,
do this. I can't do this selection thing you guys talk about either. Like I can put my thing on it and it'll have the blue around it. If I right click, I get nothing.
image position.
It's weird
Guys,
because
I'll-
like on the
I'll be
little
right
thing
back.
in the top left where it shows like everyone that's on the map, I don't see her little initial there.
Yeah, after this,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna reload
there.
the application.
Is,
I'm gonna reload the app. It's not for me,
It's right
try
there.
now,
but
Nira.
I'm also colorblind, so I could very well be missing that. Anyway, to get back to this in hand, and I'll look into this just a second here. As you head inside there is sand covering the floor. There are faint ridges that go up and down inside the floor, and this is like a cave. Almost moss covering all the walls. Smell
If I-
is sharp inside of here as well.
If I go in there with the staff, does anything happen?
No, nothing happens when you go inside there with the staff.
All right, I'm back.
I want to investigate.
Roll me investigation check. What are you investigating for?
I just want to kind of look at because though it's covered in moss and stuff. I just want to kind of look into all the little nooks and crannies and see if the moss is covering anything.
Okay, yeah, roll me investigation check.
Yeah, not so
Okay.
great.
One
Way
thing,
better than I did.
the moss is what's generating the cold.
Oh,
As your hand goes towards the moss, you feel it leech heat until a deep, deep cold affects you. Actually, you're going to take some damage as you reach over it. You'll take 5 points of frost damage as you go over it inside there. It fucking hurt. As any type of contact with the moss is going
burned.
to hurt.
Oh, great. What kind of moss is this? This isn't normal moss.
It absolutely is normal moss. It's just a normal. It's just a specific type of moss.
Because of what just happened, Miramore, roll me one more nature check. Okay. That's what I need. We shall continue.
Don't worry, guys. If there's moss covering something, I can always use my mage hand, maybe. So maybe that will help us out.
Maybe so.
You want out?
So what was the words of? Oh, it's under wooden sand. So you said that it was kind of sandy. Do we see anything that looks like the moss has grown over top of it or anything like that?
Would you like to start going over to it? It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot.
Um, I'm gonna poke at things with the crowbar.
Okay. With the crowbar. Okay. As your crowbar hits it, the moss seems to shrink, and then the cold becomes intense, super intense. It almost verges on close to absolute zero. Roll me a con save for
Okay, one quick second.
You do your checks.
Sorry about that. Something very weird happening with my work phone.
Sure.
So
Just roll me that con save.
some number I have no idea who was trying to FaceTime my work phone. All right. Con save, you said, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. As you agitate it, it's like you will take half damage of this.
Oh!
As it goes to absolute zero, and your entire body freezes almost for a moment, and then you break out of it. At the same time, roll me a nature check. 20. This is brown mold. An incredibly potent sense. It is usually nature to the fire plane. It's immune to fire. And if it comes within 5 feet of fire, it expands and explodes. If you would have
Okay.
brought that torch inside of here, it would have
Oh.
turned the fire into brown mold by consuming it, and then rapidly expanded through here until more or less a thermodynamic explosion would have occurred. That's a little bit out of character. It would have been real, real bad.
Party wife levels bad.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It is highly advisable not, as you remember this inside of here, it is highly advisable not to interact with brown mold, unless you have certain precautions.
Guys, I think we need to get out of here.
Indeed.
I
I wonder if they have it here on
I think
purpose.
this is how this is what they're doing to keep things fresh and stuff, folk. I'm not sure we're gonna find anything here. I'm getting the fuck out.
This is a
I'm going.
refrigerator.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a refrigerator.
Yeah, this is how they're refrigerating things. Okay.
Do you need some healing?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I am chilled to the absolute bone and do not feel much of there to be that much in the way of strength in my body currently.
Okay.
That didn't work. Toss a cure wounds your way.
All right.
What's your total now in HP?
I'm exactly bloodied right now
Oh wow.
after the
Apologies.
healing.
I will be right back. Apologies. Right back.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that would have dropped me
Mm-hmm.
from full hit points
Yeah.
if I had failed the save.
Jeez.
This place is annoying.
Ugh. That was a close one.
Death
I
by
think we should
moth.
go back upstairs and see if we can find this card reading thing.
Yeah, no, we should go back upstairs at this point. We're not going to find anything more down here. Albeit, it's interesting to know why I'm curious as to why they were so much after this stuff.
Sorry about that.
Because it's
Okay. So I will ask.
So
Okay.
Slash is gonna cast a level 2 Cure Wounds on Esson. I'm getting used to this roll. Yeah, okay. That's when it asks you what level. I can't remember. Does it add my thing? I always forget.
22
does.
healing.
that's perfect. That gets me to full.
I don't
You
think it
rolled
adds it though.
so much better than me.
Well, he has abilities that give him stupid amounts
I
of healing.
guess.
Yep.
It's 2 plus your level.
Which looks
No,
yeah.
it's 2 plus the level, so it's level 2. So it should be an added 4, actually, to that.
Which it did.
It did, right? But I outcasted it, so isn't? Oh yeah, that's the 2d8. Okay, I got it.
You just rolled well as having the plus 9 to the health is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
All right. Back
Would
upstairs.
you guys like to explore other portions of this place? Would you like to secure this place? What is your goal as of right now?
Well, Asan wants to get out of this fridge now. He's going to suggest somebody try to shut that door and shut it hard, if possible.
Could shut it and put a couple barrels in front of it.
You guys shut the door.
And then
Move you
head
back
back.
here for ease of use.
And then, yeah, I guess with that being secured, we did have the building up above mostly secured at this point, did we not? Like,
Yes.
we've got a barrel blocking this door, so it's just a matter of quickly checking out the second floor, I would say, to see if we find anything up there. Although I don't think we're going to, because they weren't up there. They were, but it might give us a vantage point on to figure out how to where to go from here and where to find try to find what's going on so that we can try to save this place before everything all the plants die.
Did it seem like they were looking for something? Because I'm not sure I remember that. Like from their actions.
From what Adrian and Davey told you, that whatever the reason why they were coming here, they were looking for a gem, which was hidden underneath the family tree outside of the home. And they have almost certainly taken it.
I thought they had said that there had been 4 gems that they had had once upon a time.
Correct.
Yeah.
All of them have been stolen in the past 10 years. And they believe every single one has been due to the forest folk inside of here, but they've never been this brazen before. The family has been under siege for 3 weeks here.
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 days ago was when they actually had to evacuate the home. They weren't. They every time they tried to leave or leave the grounds, they've been living inside of here, holding it out for a day. And this place has been kind of ran over. There's rummages and debris, and tries to kind of all spread out over this place.
And
Anything
the card reading mentioned in wood and sand treasure hides.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wood and sand.
Something awaits for you all. Something of information, something of power. Look to the wizards of wine. In wood and sand treasure hides.
Isan, with thinking on that, kind of wants to check out the stable area.
Do you guys want to spread out, or we just check everything together?
I think we should stay together. I think we should check the second floor because, I mean, I doubt this would be the case, but something that would have both wood and sand would be like an hourglass.
Or a bed. Possibly, depending on what they stuff the mattress with.
I've never heard of that, but sure.
Alrighty. Well, let's go upstairs.
Yeah, let's head upstairs and investigate the upstairs.
Oops, grab the wrong person. Okay, head upstairs. Okay, you're gonna just gonna be looking through all these different rooms inside here.
Yep.
Looking through the cell. For the sake of brevity, let me quickly go over them. This one over here is a printing press room. There's a try to cover this around here. There's a desk chair, tall wooden cabinet, and what appears to be a strange contraption at the end of the room that, upon further investigation, almost looks like a printing press. A pair of sleeping quarters or guest rooms get the side of here. Multiple beds, 4 beds here, as well as footlockers. Same here as well. Here, it is a kitchen and dining room. Rectangular table, 8 chairs, L-shaped cupboard, and a floor-to-ceiling closet pantry. There's a small iron stove as well. There's a large family probably was here. And this room over here is the master bedroom. There's a 4-poster bed. Tedwood carved in the likeness of a giant raven. Soft black rug covers the floor, and the bed and between the bed and the door. In the corners of the south wall stands 2 slender wardrobes, tapestry of a church hanging in the wall between them. Beneath the tapestry is a handsome, masterfully crafted rocking chair. And there is also a cradle as well. To the north, there's a window, plain desk, and chair. Other furnishings include small little chests, freestanding mirrors, etc., etc. Did you guys want to investigate any of these rooms in particular?
Definitely the master bedroom, I would say.
Well, I mean, maybe if we just go left to right, or right to left, whichever you want to do first, because we should probably search everything.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So that's
Okay.
what we'll do. Want to roll an investigation check? See
Okay.
what-
Yeah, as a group, if you guys want to roll an investigation check, absolutely.
Can I look for secrets as well? Like essentially, I'm trying to roleplay that I'm. If I can use my perception, I'd like to.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. Now, you don't get as much by like rifling through stuff, but you may notice things. That's fine. 18, 4, 13, 9, and a 19 is right there. Okay.
I am not rolling good today.
Okay. Over here, there are jars of glue, there are jars of ink, there's lots of paper, very fine parchments off to the side of here. Inside of here, you notice one thing. Solaris actually kind of points this out. There's sort of toys here. And there's a horse, black horse with wild eyes and painted orange flames for its mane and tail and hooves.
Ah, someone's got a toy of Strahd's horse. Oh, fun.
Carved into the wooden creature is the name Bicephals. Bicephals. And underneath that is a slogan, is no fun, is no blinksy. But nothing too much of value other than that small little exception really sticks out. There are many cooking ingredients, goods, pots, pans, and the like inside of the kitchen and dining room. The master bedroom that has a ledger that is neatly organized, and there is a severely heavily locked chest as well.
Well, I don't have much interest in breaking into the chest since we're here. It belongs to the person who has sent us here.
With 18 investigation beforehand, because it's intelligence check, why did no one, the people who came to here did not break in for valuables? You don't feel they really understand
No.
the need. They broke in for something particular. Otherwise, this chest would probably be taken, or the mirrors, or the silverware, etc., etc.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe they're looking for the same thing we're looking for.
Possibly.
You guys hear a voice. Hello? Hello? You guys okay in there?
Do we recognize this voice?
You recognize it as the voice of Adrian.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah.
Then, yeah. Is he coming from the,
7 way. Closest passage.
okay. So it's the, don't want to break the windows, so head down to the,
Okay. The friends of Adrian are cautiously making their way slowly to you guys. What happened? What happened? They all fled. I watched them from the hills, the mountains. You've been gone for a good time. You've been watching.
Guess
Then
you could say we defeated them.
they all left.
at
they
least we
start to-
defeated the one that was controlling them.
Slowly approach. Look inside there, sees the bodies and the twigs and the detritus all around. Interesting. My friends, please come down. It's time for celebration. And he grabs one of his buddies inside there, and says, "Oh, go back. Tell Davian that well, they've done it. Go quickly." And he turns back to the party, kind of rubbing his hands together. Did you find the tree? Did you find a gem? Glowing gem? Green? 2-3 inches in width inside of here? Spherical? Did you find that?
No.
Not in any of the bodies
Not
you
in the
killed or
house.
anything like that?
Unfortunately, not that we have found as of thus far. We were trying to find what they had been looking for, unfortunately, and we've had no luck as of yet.
We've only searched the house.
Yeah.
We still must be careful, but I watched hundreds of those, whatever they were, head out into the trees out there. They scattered. Watched a contingent head southwest, though. One of the main paths from where they usually come from.
I see.
I must go check the tree, and he runs off.
Isan
I say
would
we run
like,
after him.
Yeah, Isan wants to follow him.
Okay. He comes across, not too far away from the house, 30, 40 feet. There's a large oak tree that is about 15 feet in diameter. And the roots around the right side of it have been dug heavily. It has been torn and ripped inside there. And there is a large hole dug there. Shit! I mean, it's what I was expecting. Fuckers got it. He starts kind of picking at his lips a little bit, thinking, and pecking at his beard a little bit. At least we got the house back.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can sit down if you want to get them.
Should we go after them?
What? Oh, you've done more than enough, I would say. They're heading to Yester Hill. I'm not sure if that would be pleasant for anyone to head there right now. But I fear that I may have to gather more of my family to do so anyway. Davian should see this as well. Old coot. will be arriving here shortly. But please, my friends, you've made some powerful allies today, somewhat at least. Though we're not at what we once were. Please come, we should have a feast, drinks, wine, whatever you would like.
Ooh,
My family would very much like to fully meet you in that capacity.
thank you. That sounds nice.
We do
Okay.
need to get supplies back to the town of Valaki as soon as we can, but
I honestly think we should go patrol the outskirts of the property.
yes, that also. I worry that they have not fled as far as we may think as well. That is a very good point.
That's a fair point. I'll send out a few patrols as well. And I'll start to see if my family, after a day or two, will slowly come into this area once we've checked it out. I guess I better go handle that. And he takes off.
So we're alone now?
You are alone.
Okay, I don't know what it is, but for some reason I do not trust him anymore.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Can I have... Yeah, I guess I can't roll insight now, but...
Would you like
No.
to? What insight?
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, pretty damn good.
Man. Yeah. Yeah, he was different.
That's
There
what I
was something
thought.
off about him.
He didn't seem like himself. He didn't seem the same way as before. He went all weird.
Nearest found a clue.
Mira, you don't think he would enter this area? He was a cautious. He's seen a lot of friends die here. The bodies are buried or drug into plants out of here. He wouldn't risk this short, brief of an exchange inside there. Nero,
The fact that he was so willing to pull the family in too right away just screams, what the fuck?
roll me a perception check, Nero.
Oh.
Nice.
As Adrian leaves inside there, you look back at where Adrian was watching, securing crossbow bolts coming from inside there. Good distance away still inside there. And you see four figures slowly coming down cautiously. You recognize one as Adrian. And then the retreating figure of the other Adrian disappears into the woods.
Fuck. Guys, that wasn't Adrian. Look, he's over there. Shit.
Uh-oh.
After the... Should we go after him then? He disappeared, but maybe we can still track him.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Yep.
That was a smart little catch there. Okay.
Mira.
Okay.
I knew something wasn't right about him.
We're going to take a small break there.
Alrighty.
Okay. Natural 20 perception too. Good rolls. Very good rolls.
Yeah.
And I'll be back 15 minutes.
Okay.
Alright.
Roll call real quick. Sombra's here, Nira's here. Solaris, you here? Genkai, are you here?
I am here, yes.
Tachardi,
Yep.
are you here?
Yeah.
Solaris, here. Cool. Gotcha. So, are you guys chasing down the figure that was running into went into the woods?
I would say fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it.
Seems like it.
Guys, you saw that. Interesting. Okay.
Oh
Oh,
boy. This
Alright.
music again, oh no.
You guys are going to explode out and start chasing them down, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
First of all, if anyone wants to increase their speed by magical means, do so now. It looks like Solaris size, but you guys are sprinting down towards this individual. Okay. Everyone roll their athletics checks unless you have magical means of catching up.
Tetra, are you casting your spell?
I'm gonna wait to do that in case he, just to see how things go, because
Hooray! I can move my token.
I need to be sparing with it now.
Okay.
Unfortunately, so I'm just gonna roll athletics.
Okay. 14, 10.
Go Tetra. Oh,
And
well, you
Tetradian. Okay. You guys start sprinting after this individual.
How far away is this individual?
He's a good distance away. He's already
More than 120 feet?
With that roll inside there. No, you catch up. You see him just at the edge of it. He's about 100 feet away at this point. Moving fast.
Rania hears Solaris sighs and is like, "Oh, come on, aren't you enjoying this adventure?" She says with a sarcasm.
Okay.
Where
Just-
is it?
He just goes, I feel like we've done this before.
Ah,
Oh, God,
message.
I hope not.
Adrian, come back!
Roll me a persuasion check.
We think there's more trouble over there.
14. Okay. Okay. Adrian pauses for a moment, and now, out of curiosity, turns around. He kind of looks back with a raised eyebrow as you guys are sprinting at him. Do be honest with me. Do I need you guys to roll deception checks to see if you can pull off, or are you obviously going after him with malicious intent?
We could always say, like, keep running, we'll catch up to you.
Very possible. Yeah, you can do any of this. Just let me know.
It was more of a sprinting after him, so it's not like Hassan would definitely say he's not running axe raised above his head or any bull craziness like that. No.
Yeah, same with Theron.
Yeah.
Strahd hasn't pulled out her sword or anything, so.
Okay, gotcha. He stops, turns, looks at you, raised eyebrow comes up, folds his arms. Waits for you guys.
I'm gonna stand behind like as many people as I can, and I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
I was hoping someone had that.
Oh.
How does hold person work? It's a saving throw? Fuck's sake. I am so getting
But
rid of
that-
hex.
So I'm gonna try to like look like I didn't cast like I'm making it not obvious that I'm casting it.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check. Five.
Wah, wah.
Well,
Okay. He sees you casting a spell. And his eyes flick, and you see him twitch at one point. And I'm going to have him roll in private, actually.
there's danger the way you're running, Adrian. Come back.
Oh.
It's right behind you. Come back towards us.
He rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
boy.
Freezes for a brief moment. And then he crosses his arms and gives you all a wide, wide smile.
Oh, okay. There's no way that spell would have worked regardless.
Theron, divine sense.
You got it.
There, use divine sense. You do not detect anything.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Huh.
Okay, so he stops.
He stopped. You guys run up to him inside there. And you've cast Divine Sense, the spell goes off, and he awaits you. Ah, interesting. I didn't fool you at all, did I?
Not in us. Well, you didn't fool her.
I didn't fool her.
Can we stop the running now? To try
Oh,
his
of course, please stop, etc. I thought you may detect something. I didn't think you would do it this quick. And please, I'm not who you think. I'm not who you think I am.
Who do you think we think you are?
Who are you?
I'm used to reading people. This is no surprise.
His face morphs like water at this point, and his voice modulates and changes. I am Rahadin. And this shows up directly in front of you. A dusk elf. An extremely pale dusk elf.
Fuck, I wish Stro were here. Out of character.
An extremely pale. Long scars across him. Immaculately dressed. Fine clothes. Purple. Long tapered ears. Kind of a snooty, haughty mouth inside there. Interesting. I assume none of you know who I am, but I did not really mean any of you harm.
That's
Though
good.
you may mean my master harm.
Oh, geez, who's your master?
Oh, isn't that obvious? Who is everyone's master?
Oh.
Mm.
So you work
My
for
only
Lord
master
Strahd.
is the sea.
That would be
I see. Oh boy.
I believe we've actually heard of him already.
I think someone did mention this.
You've heard of me. What do
This is
people
the
tell
first time. Oh, go ahead.
you? What do people tell you? I'm intrigued.
Strahd looks at the others like to explain.
But you're Strahd's right-hand man.
That is true. That is true. That is very true. He is like a brother.
Why is Lord Strahd doing all this? Doesn't he want to keep the lands decent? Because everything is going badly.
A
For a
look
lot
of
of people.
confusion crosses his face. What do you mean?
Well, this Valaki's a wreck, and they're gonna run out of food if this place doesn't start growing stuff. This is horrible. This is gonna turn into a madhouse soon. Doesn't Lord Strahd want some sort of order here?
Well, of course. There is order. Is it the madhouse yet?
It's going to be soon. People without food tend to turn into savages.
That is a small thing in the grand scheme of things. But if that were to happen, my lord and master Strahd would make it. You were there in Valaki not long ago, no?
Yes, we were.
Hmm. What do you think of that? Do you think, as what you called him, Lord Strahd, was doing something incorrect?
I'm not going to tell a lord how to run his own kingdom. I'm just concerned.
He glances to the rest. Do you think he was being immoral at the time?
Moral or not, what he was doing wasn't right. To put so many innocent lives in danger is never the correct action.
Innocent lives? Really?
Oh, I don't know about the people who pretend to run that town, But the common folk of the town did not deserve what was visited upon them.
Maybe 3, 4. Maybe do not deserve it. Casualties upon a little bit of quite plague. Most of them, almost all of them, certainly deserve.
What about maliciously hunting down a woman who has said no?
My master greatly regrets what happened to Lady Irene's father. But he had
Does
no.
he now?
Yes, he truly does. And you do not believe that, and I understand that. And I don't really care. But he does. He has not harmed her in any way. Nothing that she hasn't agreed upon, nonetheless.
Why did he send monsters every night to harrow her house then and put the stress on her father that killed him?
Monster?
That house had been attacked by monsters nightly. We could see the evidence of it all around. There were burn marks, gouges in the earth, paw prints.
Monster? You think... oh, that's what you thought. Really? I can see how you would think that. I'm not even sure if Miss Irina would be lying to you. She is a smart individual. I'm sure she may have maybe just a little bit. Strahd has many enemies.
Sir, I
That
have a question.
siege was him defending them. Really? That's what you thought? And what was your question, Miss Tetradia?
Can the great Lord Strahd help me get out of here? I want to go home to Belka. I don't know what he wants or what he would require, but I just want to go home. This place is I need a more Mediterranean climate. I'm not saying that this place is horrible, but I'm just want to go home. Please. As a noble woman to a noble man.
Honestly, Tetra.
Does Lord Strahd have that power to allow us to leave?
Would you like to meet him? Would you like to discuss this with him?
Yes, I would like to discuss this with him.
I met him once already. It wasn't pleasant.
He is the lord of this land, and he's he's undoubtedly the most powerful with magic. He would probably have an answer if we asked him nicely, I suppose.
I think you know nearly nothing, all of you. I think you assume. And I think that you, while somewhat competent, do not understand the individual rules this place.
Oh.
Let me tell you, none of us want to be here.
So even Lord Strahd can't get out of here, I suppose.
Didn't say that, but none of us want to be there.
I see. So
if
even
you would like to discuss leaving, and no, I would never leave, Strahd.
Oh, I see. You're loyal.
We could have a perfectly amenable discussion at the Ravenloft.
She's gonna look at the others. She doesn't want to get them into something they don't want to do, but she's gonna look at him like she kind of wants to do this because it seems like going to the guy in charge kind of would make sense. We're gonna run into him anyways. What do you guys think? Maybe we should just go talk to him. He seems somewhat reasonable. I mean, I'm not saying he's perfect, but you know what I mean?
He slashed my throat out, woman.
Oh yeah. Forgot about
that. Theron has
Yeah.
a very distrustful scowl on his face right now.
Isan actually is looking bored. He doesn't have the time for this guy's what this guy's saying.
Nira's going to step forward a bit and actually ask him, is this the first time I'm seeing you, or have I perhaps seen you before, outside of a graveyard in Barovia Village?
Oh, you noticed that? Interesting.
I notice many things. I'm
Do-
used to watching people.
Do you really notice many things? And the sun, if I am boring you, I can leave at any time. But you may be correct there, little Miss Neramore.
I'm not a miss.
Well, my apologies. So, you've caught me red-handed. What do you want to do? What can you do?
Did you take it?
Take what?
The gem.
The gem? No.
Then why else are you here?
Oh, what you mean? I did not take it.
I want insight.
Hassan's going, yeah.
Roll me an insight check.
Insight.
He does not know what you're talking about. Miss Nero.
Hmm.
Ouch.
Hmm. And perhaps you came to find something else we're looking for. Perhaps
What?
something you may have heard of from one Madame Ava.
For the first time, his slightly smug expression deadpans a little bit. Ah. Madame Eva. I do not know, nor do I care for that woman. And no, I am not here for her and the fate's mysteriousness that she has so carefully cultivated.
She seems quite powerful and lives in this domain. Are you telling me that your lord has never sought her out? That he finds her in as much contempt as you do?
My lord? My lord has the utmost respect for magic. Absolutely. Oh, the conversations they've had. Die for. Well, normally it's strange when foreigners who come into this land and got so much trouble that you do not draw blades against me. Smart, but strange. I have, well, entertained you long enough, and I will be on my way.
Try is gonna look at everybody like, what should we do? We do anything?
Hassan's heading back to the winery. He just turns and walks away.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess we're
Theron's
going.
gonna follow.
I guess we're going. And to try just walks with.
As you go to Trotty, he flips a silvered electrum coin at you, Trotty.
She looks and catches it. It's like, what's this?
Just keep it.
Okay.
Do I notice this?
Oh yeah, everyone notices that.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the ones that I got from the hanging body and
Mhm.
show them. That's interesting. I have 3 of those.
Yeah, I
You
wonder
do.
why he gave it to me.
Do you want the cookie?
And she'll actually laugh at that.
I'm very.
I'm sorry, I should laugh the proper way. It's her actually going because she can't talk.
Wow.
Hassan will,
Huh.
I was-
You're quite the funny man.
I'd like to think so. Actually, no one has ever told me that. So I greatly appreciate it.
I suppose we'll meet again soon.
I'll give him a little smile.
I'm
A
sure
wink.
we will meet again, indeed. Indeed. Well, we must see to the needs of the people of this land.
So I
And,
basically just got a silver. Is it like a silver coin of Strahd?
it's a
or
yeah,
death-
it's a it's a 5 gold coin, basically.
5 gold point.
Okay.
It has Strahd's
It's a-
face emblazoned on,
She's
But
just
it's
looking at
really
it.
well polished.
and there's a hole at the top part,
She's
just
gonna
above
look,
his hairline.
she's gonna look at Nira and be like, "I wonder why he gave this to me. It's just a coin, but it has a weird
He's-
hole on the top."
Yeah, he's still there, right? He hasn't
Yeah.
quite left.
Yeah, he's turning around.
How are you gonna have fun telling your lord about us? We'll see him around, I'm sure.
Oh, he already knows. You don't think that he doesn't know what you're doing? He doesn't.
Oh, I'm sure he knows.
think he doesn't know how many slices of bread you've had for breakfast. Don't think he doesn't know. You don't think he knows exactly what I'm saying?
Oh, he definitely knows exactly what you're saying.
Hmm. He winks at you, Nira, and then starts walking away.
Hmm.
I don't know what this
Anyway.
coin means, but
I don't like letting him walk away, but I don't think there's any way for us to stop him, and he's not going to tell us why he was really here.
another mystery for later, I suppose. It's not like we're going anywhere anytime soon. Another Barovian mystery, I suppose. She kind of.
All right.
He has him keeping tabs on this or something for some reason. You don't just send your right-hand man out for something like this unless it's important.
True.
Is he gone now or out of earshot?
Yeah.
He's gone.
I'm gonna tell Tetra, don't lose that coin. I might be able to reverse track it one day.
Okay. And she kind of stuffs it into a little pouch. I'll make sure to
Yeah.
keep it on me at all times.
Good.
So, what's the plan now, gang? And she'll just kind of like stretch a little bit.
Well, we know that there is a potential that the real Adrian saw us run after this guy. We may want to return to and do an inspection of the fields to make sure that this place is they have truly left. As well, we need to look for something with wood and sand, as the clue that Madame Ava has given us regarding something that may aid us in our quest to leave this land. Because if I don't have to make a deal with one that the people call the devil, I would definitely prefer not to get out of here. Because we got to get back to the sea.
Just
So and get
keep
back
your
to the world
options
outside.
open, Hassan. I know you're very
Oh
heroic,
no,
but you're stubborn.
no.
It's fine. You seem like you have a good plan, and suppose we should get going and do what we have to do.
Okay. Are you guys going to be checking out the full winery, seeing if anything is strange happening, see if they've all left, etc., etc.?
I want to keep I want to keep searching the grounds for this object in wood and dust and sawdust, or yeah, whatever it is.
Okay.
But I also think we need to let Adrian know what's happening, as well as we should check to make sure that there aren't any straggler plant monsters around.
Okay. So you're going to be looking for those wood and sand plates inside of there. I would like, and checking for monsters inside there, securing this area a little bit from what it sounds like. I would like you guys to elect your most either investigative or perceptive individual to do so. And roll me a check for it.
I think we all know who the most perceptive is.
Solaris.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go Solaris.
I don't know if anybody
think
here
Nero-
can defeat his perception with their investigation, right?
I believe his perception is the best. If any investigating needs to be done, I do believe that would be you, Nira.
I have a +4. Does anyone got more than that for investigation?
I don't think so. I think everybody else is either plus or -1.
Sounds like Solaris. They want you to roll a perception check. If you agree
Watch,
to
he'll
it.
roll a 1 just this once time.
He actually rolled a
Jesus
1.
I
Jinxed
called
it.
it.
You
Okay.
jinxed
Well,
it.
that
called
How
it.
happened
dare
because you
you.
said it.
I'm
I called
sorry.
it. You jinxed it. So
Yep.
we're gonna be here a
Oh.
while.
Yep.
Okay. Start looking throughout all of this. And start looking all around. You start investigating a little bit the vineyards. You're looking over your center. One thing, Solaris, they're gone. The blights are gone.
The blights are gone.
Yes, they're gone.
That's cool. That's good.
There
to
are
know.
paths that lead out in all different directions inside there.
Though I'm not known to be a crazy tracker, can I kind of see if they went in one general direction?
What was about
Isan could. Isan might be good for that. Looking
both
at
of you can
that.
always Bible check.
I actually was curious if I could sense anything through using the staff.
Aha! Roll me a charisma check. What's up there? A song. A large group went southwest down a muddy trail path. A bunch of them went off in pairs, maybe 3s or 4s, in different directions, all across the woods. In a random direction.
Oh God.
A good like 20 or 30 as a group, and there's one set of human tracks. heading
So the other druid
south-southwest.
went that way, definitely.
Down a trail that leads down there. Nearmore, charisma check 13. You are sure there are no blights in this area. You don't know why you're sure, but you have a gut feeling that there's no blights in this area. And in fact, you almost feel a pulse, Mira. Something drawing you to the southwest, down the trail the other individuals went through. Roll me one more charisma check. Oh. Mira. Could you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Uh-oh.
21. Wow. I need to talk to you here. I'm move you into whisper check.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. I'm scared.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Indeed.
That should
That
be
song
our.
is my theme for my kid. No. Also, it's like it rhymes with her name, so if you just repeat her name, but you can sing it, it sounds kind of makes sense. Exactly. Like, it kind of looks at me like I'm a weirdo. I'm like, you'll get it when you're older. And just start playing Nintendo.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. The darkness is encroaching on us. Hassan must stay positive to fight it back.
Hassan is our moral and motivational compass, it seems.
Oh gosh.
He's starting to really feel the call of the sea.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if we actually all do get out of here. That'd be really cool to continue. Just be like an anime, just keep going on.
Yeah, totally.
Yep. What next insanely more powerful thing is suddenly going to appear to threaten all of existence?
We'll go on a Hassan adventure and we're like fighting pirates and
Just
Tetrati
do
is throwing up.
just we go through Tomb of Annihilation.
Oh, fuck.
Like, aren't you enjoying this? It's like I'm not supposed to be on the water. Like,
Oh, Ghost of Salt Marsh. Ooh, maybe.
How many? Like,
I
how
think
many...
he said.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh God, Tetra! If you're gonna ask how many adventures, there's like hundreds.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I figured. So there's
and that's
hundreds of...
only those that are in source books.
Like those are the official ones. People have been published their own.
Yeah, I
And then there-
follow. Again, I watch the DM layer on YouTube. He publishes 2 adventures to his patrons every month.
Wow.
2 full adventures.
There's a Kickstarter by the Dungeon Dudes, and it looks fucking amazing. The dark, I can't remember the name. I posted it before. Drakheim, whatever. But it's like going into like a really fucked up, infested city, and it's like eldritch horror, you know. In there, and I watched their
Grim
YouTube
Hollow.
the first 10. Yeah, I watched. It's not Grim Hollow, which I have, but the first 10 minutes, I was like, this is great. I'm gonna probably watch their whole podcast.
Nero.
Yep.
That happens.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Real quick, before I go too much from there, I'm just gonna go over this one. The place is fairly secure inside of there. You don't see any sand or woody areas inside there, and you really do, but none of you can really find exactly what you're looking for.
I still want to look for an hourglass because it just seems like such a thing.
You cannot find an hourglass. Not yet, anyway.
Was there any sand inside this dwelling? Like actual
there's-
sand?
There's got to be glass in here somewhere, I would think. Or why do I say glass? I'm thinking of the hourglass.
there was sand in the bottom of that cellar. But it was with the brown mold, so.
Yeah, the someone doesn't like that cellar.
There was
It's
no
too cold.
You look in the stables, you check inside the outhouse inside there, you're kind of really giving this place a once over. And as you're kind of all doing that, you hear distantly from the cliffs, "Everything okay down there?" The sound of Adrian.
Where are we right now? Are we on the second floor? Where are we, guys?
Some of you are somewhere right out around this place. Maybe some of you are outside, and he's yelling down to a few people. Looking out the windows. You've been doing this for a good while now.
I'm gonna say I was probably out. Well, I was inside looking for the damn hourglass, but
Yeah.
Anyone can
Hassan
respond.
will holler back to him that it appears that we've managed to scare them all away for now.
I want to go downstairs and meet him. I'm gonna make sure it's him.
Okay. Yeah. He is holding back at this point, and he orders his men to stay behind, and he very, very cautiously heads through the vineyard towards your group. And just beforehand, that checks that you done before, that's kind of all the information you've gotten in this place so far. You've kind of gone over it, looking for everything, and you're pretty sure there's nothing really else here that you can find, unless you start breaking into stuff, of course. Like that check.
I say we ask Adrian. He owes us anyway.
Yep.
Ugh.
See if we can persuade him to let us know if he knows of anything like that.
Oh, I thought my heart was going to leave out of my chest walking these vineyards. It's not going to be the same way again.
Oh, trust me.
Did you guys actually do it?
We did it.
I saw the battle and they left, but
I can tell you that there are no more of those tree monster blights anywhere on your property. They seem to have gone to the south.
Fortunately,
Damn.
we couldn't destroy them all, but they're out there.
But they have fled.
For the
Indeed.
moment.
yeah, for the moment. And with this, maybe we could gather up some of my cousins, family members around Barovia. Get down here. Get this place more sorted out. He looks. He's starting. Like he's looking cautious and worried, but he's slowly becoming more animated and excited. He's losing some of the weariness of being out. You crazy motherfuckers did it! He's gonna hug the nearest person immediately. Just goes in for a hug immediately.
Yeah, roll to see who it is.
Okay. Immediately hugs Asan, unless Asan does not allow it.
Can't hear you, Asan.
Asan happily returns it.
Picks up Asan, twirls him a little bit, puts him back down.
I hope he doesn't hurt
Wow.
his...
Oh, I never thought I would see this place again. I'm surprised he burned it down.
Near's just doubled over, going.
I'm just glad you didn't break your back, young man.
Adrenaline, it happens. All it's been pumping through me. Damn.
Yeah, we almost
My
lost
friends.
Miramore, but I was able
We're all friends now. The Mordecars, we all owe you.
Mm-hmm.
You come to any of us, I'll spread the word. You find any of our extended family, they'll help you. Trust me.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
We could use all the help we can get, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people. You're foreigners, per se. I usually don't tell this inside of here, but we owe you. Of course, we'll tell you. My family, Davian, myself, other family members, Erwin, we all tend to help out foreigners that come into Barovia. You may have noticed some of our assistants. I'm sure Erwin and Danica were quite kind to you. Is that correct?
Yes.
The reason why we help is that 99% of the time they are all against Strahd.
Oh, I see.
And I've taken a little bit of a leap of faith here, but you do not like Strahd, correct?
He hurt near us. I mean, that's kind of bad already. And he also, I don't know.
Near clutches at her throat a bit.
You give
Petradia doesn't really want to say anything more because she knows that guy is probably listening, so she
keeps her mouth shut.
Asan gives Tetradia a dirty look, anyways.
well.
Look at me like that.
I need to speak. I've already spoken to my father about this, and since you mentioned pull it off, we have gifts for you.
Oh.
Something that may prove very useful.
Why is your family against Strahd so much? You seem to do well here, better off than most of the other populace.
That's true.
We work quiet, subtly. Assistance, information. To be frank, my father Davian, he puts on quite a bit of an act. He seems old, maybe a little bit infirm, but his mind is as sharp as a razor. He knows so much about Barovia. And when I take over the business, I will know as much as he does.
That is good.
We should talk to him. Would you like to talk to him? Ask anything. We'll tell you anything. We have gifts for you as well. Please, stay with us. At least for tonight.
Sounds good to me.
You talked about getting a caravan, correct? You wanted to bring supplies to Vallaki?
Vallaki desperately needs supplies.
Yes.
Well, how about I'm not sending my family in there. How about we all go inside there, check to see if the horses are ready, hook up the carts, bring any supplies we have left back to our camp, so you can easily make it back.
Indeed.
Everyone, are we planning on sleeping for the evening, or?
It would depend on the time of day. Do we think we could get back to Vallaki before the sun goes down?
No.
I doubt it. Yeah.
No, then I think it's best that we strengthen numbers and all that for a night's rest. But we get any supplies we can from here to the camp. That way we can, in the morning, go straight back to Vallaki with it.
Is the rest of the family staying at the camp for now then?
Of course. I'm not setting
Yeah.
them up.
That's probably wise.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
When we gather
Yep.
some more individuals, we'll fully encapsulate onto this. I may send out some people for supplies to here. But we should, if you sounded like you were in a hurry beforehand, would that be correct?
Yes, the town of Vallaki's need is dire.
Are you willing to stay here the night, or are you going to be pushing through the night?
I am not sure we would survive a nighttime journey through these lands, even if we stuck to the road on carts.
Also, Isan, you're quite injured still, are you not?
No?
No? Okay. The things you keep in your basement, while useful, seems very dangerous.
It's got a giant steel. What do you mean, the giant steel door?
We
We're
mean
talking
what's
about-
behind it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wait, how did you open that?
The plants had loosened it for us when we were checking to see what they were up to.
I see. Yeah. We keep it under lock and key. Did you recognize it? Brown mold.
We did
Yeah,
eventually.
We haven't
Mhm.
opened it for decades. Make sure no one has. I'm not even sure if we have the key anymore.
Unfortunately, you'll need a new door, I think.
It's not the worst. We'll have to send a Vallaki for a smith. We'll come down there and fix it. Get the children out of there. For obvious reasons, as you probably know now.
We could ask for the smith when we get back to Vallaki.
Mm-hmm.
Thundel's a good soul. I'm sure he'll come down here. And it'd be much appreciated if he did. Okay. Mr. Adrian would like to gather up the remaining supplies here, since you guys need them, and they will happily load up a cart with any remaining supplies they have out of here. Would you guys like to do that?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do want to talk to the party off to the side, though. 30
Absolutely.
feet away from anyone else, just to be
Mhm.
safe.
Sure, absolutely. Adrian is checking out the house right now.
Yep.
Find yourself alone.
Do we tell them about Rahadin? Do we tell...
See,
I don't know.
Can you talk to all of us with your mind, like at the same time?
Yes.
Just we don't have to do it now, but I want to throw this out there. One day, if we ever really want some privacy, I could cast silence on us, and then you just communicate with your mind. This way,
the one
if
hiccup,
we
we
ever-
can't reply to her when
Yeah.
she, though.
Maybe we could write something, or she can at least.
My
yeah,
message.
Give us information.
My message spell is more private, but I can only talk one-on-one.
I will say, if you want to come, if your characters are smart enough to come up with a way to talk privately. So if you want to speak through her mind and then write stuff down and then burn the notes and then talk normally, that's fine with me. I have no problem with that. Does that kind of make sense?
Cool.
For you, this is a private conversation. You're fairly confident.
Yeah.
So
No, I
continue
like
on
that.
how you would normally. I'm not going to make you write down notes and type to each other, and only allow Nero to talk. So go ahead.
They're against Strahd. Do we let his father and even him know that Rahadin was here? I feel like we have to.
I don't see why we need to worry them further.
I find them trustworthy, and I think it'd be best for us if we tell them everything.
I think they
Okay.
need to know. If they're truly against Strahd, they need to know that his right-hand man was just here. They might even have
What's
an
your-
idea of why he was here, since we couldn't really tease it out of him.
Yeah.
True, and if they're against Strahd, his right-hand man might come back with, Strahd goons and attack him.
DM, I assume that like without having to roll an insight, we completely trust Adrian saying that they're against Strahd.
I would say Adrian is not a deceitful man, from what you can tell.
Okay.
You're pretty sure he's with you.
Okay.
I'll say that is DM's. I'll promise that.
Okay.
The only time I'll ever do that.
Theron, did you have an opinion? I can't remember if you said anything.
I agree with the fact that we should probably, tell him the truth if we want to, since, it's obvious that he's against Strahd and he'd want to ally with us. But it's more of a question of, do we tell him now, or do we wait until we get back to the camp?
I think the camp, because we want to speak to his father about it as well. His father has all the knowledge, it sounds like. And he is clearly very old and wise, and would be best to give the info to.
I think there's a bright head on those shoulders.
He could give us all sorts of useful information, so I agree with that.
There's a silence, and Adrian comes back, Carrie, looking a little bit more weary, eyes kind of squinted, looking left and right. He's carrying a large bag. I'm just waiting politely if you guys want to continue your conversation, or are you guys done with that?
I've said my piece. Does anybody else have anything else they want to say?
Nope, I'm good.
Nope, I'm good. I'm ready to head to the camp.
Okay. You get a caravan. They just pack it with supplies as much as they can. You head back to you head back to the little cabin.
Before we leave, though, can I try to take one last look around for this thing, or is that like it's not possible?
Only perception check. What are you looking for, actually?
Well, we got the whole wood and sand as a thing.
Oh.
Have we searched every single room, or is it too late to do?
You've searched through this inside there, and you couldn't find anything. Correct. If that's what you're looking for, yes.
Yeah.
A little too late, sadly.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys,
We'll have to talk to the father about it. I think is the best bet.
Yeah.
I don't.
You guys head out. When you arrive at the camp, there's children running around. There are fathers, daughters, granddaughters, and grandsons running around. There's a few more people here, actually, at this point. Some returning individuals from doing some scouting inside there. You come back with some of the carts inside there. Adrian. These fine, almost heroes actually took it back. Sent them running into the woods. And you are greeted extremely warm. Fires are lit, music starts to be played by a few more rough-hewn lutes and lyres outside there, and since possibly the Vistani, a faint little party is start to slowly take place. Of course, it takes a little bit of time. Many well-wishers come up to you. People gratefully kind of give thanks, pat you in the back inside there, and in fact, a number of these more finely dressed individuals hands you sacks small little sacks, pouches. The party gets 435 gold worth of donations from these very different types of family members as you come. And Adrian's going around and kind of collecting it and then bringing it to you. Yeah, here you go. You definitely deserve it. They touch you slowly.
That was 450.
435. 435.
Hear that, Theron? We're
Say that again. I had too many people talking.
435.
435. Okay, I'm just putting it in the Trello.
And let's do another bottle. Okay. A faint, almost pleasant setting starts to slowly erupt out of here. People start talking, discussing amongst themselves. Wine is flowing freely, and immediately you see the tension of the past weeks, and the terror of the past weeks, and the grief of the past weeks starts to slowly ease into a mixture of some people quietly sobbing into their cups, but a lot of people going maybe a little too far with a little bit of a party. Out of curiosity, is anyone joining in?
Theron definitely will.
Yeah,
There.
that's right.
Yeah.
So will Asan.
Nira will too.
Asan will party.
Okay.
If they have apple cider, they are her friend.
They actually do have apple cider, grown by them. Grown and made by them.
I'm hitting that shit.
They've got olive oil, too. Do you want the olive oil, Tetrania?
Ooh, I want olive oil.
Of course everybody's got
I
one
don't
olive
believe
oil.
it. They really do have olive oil.
You can write down Wizards of Wine's brand
Oh
olive
my god.
if you really want to do a big bottle of it.
Okay.
They have strange fruits, pineapples, dried, very kind of far-wielding spices that there are grown inside there. Saffron, kiwis inside there. It's still not running dry, but with getting back to their winery and some of those supplies, they happily kick it open, which may not be the best idea per se, but they're doing it anyway. They kind of needed it. Eventually, Davian Mardukov comes out and is just kind of like clapping and singing. Damn! Some fine work you have there, little adventurers. Wherever you're from, Sword Coast, something similar to that. That's what I hear. In the meantime, who's getting drunk? I need to know this.
Theron.
Definitely.
1
Aaron.
second.
Asan's going to be drinking, yeah.
Asan, can you please come let the cat out?
Oh,
She's gonna be drinking apple cider with Nira.
Gets up.
Are you gonna hit shit? You gonna hit that shit with me, Tetra?
Yes, I am.
But I gotta keep an eye on you. All this business of wanting to make deals with a certain someone is getting under my skin.
It's called a negotiations.
Okay. Solaris, are you drinking?
No, he's gonna be the religious type and drink some water and some hot stew is what he's gonna order.
Hot stew. Okay. Okay.
Buddy is even gonna ask if they have any spiced rum. You should have a little cup of that.
Yep. We got some spice rum.
I'll try and pull Solaris over to start at least having a bit of fun.
Solaris, do you allow yourselves to have fun?
Solaris, over here and have fun.
He adds extra pepper in his stew and to let loose.
Man, this stew, really peppery, really nice. You've enhanced it significantly. You add to the music, to the very bitterness. You tap your feet along with it, just a little bit. Nothing too wild. Okay. Darren, you're getting drunk, right?
Yes.
Tetradia, you getting drunk?
Yes.
Nearmore,
Yep, I'm getting drunk.
that's
Or
all.
at least getting pretty tipsy, yep.
You getting drunk?
Drohian's definitely.
Wait,
I mean, that's
when
not even
do-
a question.
Wait, everyone, when are we going to talk to his dad? We might want to not do that hungover.
Yeah, just loosen up. We'll be fine.
Mm.
Strahd is just gonna start sipping the spiced rum. Ooh, it's good. Sweet
Okay.
and spicy.
Okay. The individual Adrian drinks a little bit. You're introduced to an individual, the daughter of Davian. Appears to be a level-headed woman named Stephania. She doesn't drink much either, but she kind of watches and laughs with everyone inside there. You see, you meet the family. You meet Claudia, Martin, Vigo, Yolanda, all throughout this inside there. These varying different types up there. All of them, black hair, look somewhat similar. Besides husbands or wives that are more ingrained into the family, and their family ties are quite intense. This is an extremely close family, and their in-laws or marriage individuals are also part of the family as well. And man, do they get drunk! It is a rowdy night. I would like everyone who got drunk roll me D100.
Strahd is just gonna comment. It's like, wow, this is kind of like the festivals they have at the militia.
Oh, Tetra!
Tetra.
You
Why
poor
do you
bitch!
always roll so well, Tetra? All right, that's 4 on the player. Okay, gotcha.
She just like she can handle her liquor, I guess. Or
Okay.
booze.
So the party goes throughout the night. Does anyone have anything specific they want to do this night while getting drunk? Or shall it wait in the morning?
Strahd was just gonna mingle with the family members and just see how the society is here, because she's interested in all that kind of stuff. So
Okay, fair enough. You learn that a lot of the family stays with Davian, and they work with him. There's actually a bunch of there's multiple bunk beds inside there, and then a few of them also have side houses outside of the property that were destroyed, and they're living inside. Some of them are from Valaki that were visiting here, and some of them visit from Kresk and different places. And there's even a few people from the village of Barovia as well here. They're all fairly well groomed, well kept. They speak with a little higher education than most of the commoners of like Valaki or the village of Barovia, for instance.
Strahd is really impressed. Just like, wow, these are like a kind of like a noble family back home.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll even joke. It's like, oh well, I guess if I was get stuck here, maybe I should marry into something like one of your, She was just kind of She did it in a joking way, better than I can say, but just kind of in a smooth, joking way. But
gotcha. They both these three individuals that you were talking to, Claudia, Martin, and Yolanda, and then they all look at Adrian, and then back to you, and then nothing else. And that's kind of what you learned. It's a pleasant family, and they are not nobility, but they are very well off. Does anyone else have anything specific they want to do during this?
That's it.
Okay.
Hassan, are you doing anything?
He's just gonna try. He's drunkenly going to try to play learn the songs they're singing and stuff for his flute to play on his flute and stuff. But other than that, no. He is gonna want to. In the morning, he'll probably want to talk to Adrian and the old man before we leave. Yes.
If their family members want, she'll show off some of her electric magic and show them that she can fire off bolts, and she's really good with that.
A lot of the kids are enraptured by that. A few of the younger family members are, and the other ones kind of like clap and applaud, but they've seen stuff similar to that before. But the other ones are enraptured by it. Same thing with you, Nira, if you want to join in with that. Hassan, do roll me that performance check. Theron, did you want to do it?
I'll join in a little bit with it, yeah.
I don't really got anything I can join in with, to be honest.
Be like, oh,
Making
Nira
sure.
can do all sorts of magic stuff too. She's just really shy around so many people. She kind of like pats her on the shoulder.
She kind of like glares back at you and
Hey.
sticks her tongue out.
Oh, see, look at that.
But no, she'll be nice to the kids. She's got her hood down and everything. She's not trying to hide her appearance or any of that shit. But I mean, yeah, she'll do some of the stuff with Hetradia. She'll talk to anybody who comes up to her. She's not going to probably seek out too many people. She'll keep Dro company because he's probably going to be off in the corner doing God knows what.
Probably getting wasted.
Probably getting wasted. So I'll make sure I keep tabs on you and him.
Okay. You all pass into a eventful yet uneventful night for Barovia. And you all get a long rest.
Heck yeah.
In the morning.
Oh, in the morning. Here it goes.
Son, you got a little bit of hangover. Niramore, you got more so. Theron, you wake up in a tree, upside down, with a splitting headache.
Just like to say,
Spilled over, still in your armor.
oh my god.
And there may be some vomit stains on your shoes.
Nice. I have to say this because he's not here, but I know Dro would be like, that's my boy.
Yeah, no,
yes.
totally. Indeed. In fact, I'm gonna tell him right now.
You all wake up.
We should
and
we
then,
should roll for him too, just to see.
Yeah, I got you. I did it privately. Nice.
Yeah, Tetrati is just looking up at Theron in the tree, and it's like, wake up! What are you doing up there?
Tetrodia, before you get to that, you wake up before nearly anyone else, and you find yourself sipping on a little bit of wine, enjoying a breakfast. You feel refreshed. Well, nice. And all of the family members kind of all wake up. Anyone's like drunk, like heavily drunk, kind of give you some hateful glares as they're kind of clutching their head as you feel great. You're actually drinking a little bit more. It's good for the heart. A little bit of red wine in the morning.
Yeah.
You damn purple bitch.
Yeah, she's just completely fine. Maybe it's a dragon. Maybe it's a dragon part of her. She makes her more resistant to it. Who knows?
Okay. And as you wake up, it's right there, slowly drift up. Theron, how are you getting out of the tree?
Theron, what kind of man can't even hang with women?
My head hurts. Look at you, man. That's
How? How did I get here?
I never knew you had it in ya.
He's probably just gonna, somehow just like slip and fall out.
It's like, well, I'm not gonna catch you. I guess Nira's gonna have to do it. I mean, she's bigger than me, so she could probably catch you. It's like...
And you slam against the ground hard.
Ow!
And you pull yourself up.
Should roll to see if he would have hit me.
Sure.
Oh no.
Well, D2 actually. Smacks right into Nira. Knocks Nira down.
Are you
Some
two
of you
okay?
are patchy, but you remember that a kid challenged Theron to a race to the top of the tree, and when he lost, Theron has decided that this is his tree and he's not coming back down. And the last of the night, and some people tried to get him down, and he started throwing branches at people. Anyone that was in the tree. You got very drunk. One of the drunkest you've ever been, Theron. I'm not sure how drunk you've been before, but this is one of the up there.
Yeah.
All right. Slams into Miramore, sprawls on the ground.
Ow.
Theron, we're gonna have to start keeping an eye on you when you start drinking, because this was ridiculous. She's
Might have
looking
gotten
down at both Nira and Theron laying on the ground.
I might have gotten a little carried away, I'll admit.
Here, she's just gonna extend a hand. Come on.
He's taking the
Try to help him
hand.
up.
She's just jealous.
She just helps him up a little bit, and then Nira, she's like, "Come on, are you okay, Nira?"
Clutching my head. Yeah, I'll be okay. Where's my hand up?
She did. She offered you a
Okay.
hand.
Oh, it's there. Oh, okay.
She helps
Now
you
I
both.
see it.
So, well, are you guys ready? I feel great.
Yep. Now that the morning has come, Isan would like to speak with the father and son regarding
You find
wood and
Damien
sand stuff.
is waiting for you. And he has a tent, one of the few and out inside that most people are sleeping underneath the stars or underneath wagons and the like. Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
I hope
Morning.
I had some fun. And the crazy old man that you had met before seemed somewhat subdued. My son Adrian has told me what he told you. So I assume you have some questions. And I have some gifts for you, but we need to discuss this inside of my tent.
Okay.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Sounds good.
Follow me. And the somber man walks into his tent. As you guys enter the tent, there is there's this faint sense of incense spices in the air, and there's a small set of cushions and a small little bed off to the side, and he sits down on the cushions and looks back at all. And as a reminder, what Mr. Davian looks like is this. And he's carrying the same sack that Mr. Adrian was carrying yesterday. Kind of passive, put it down next to him. Please sit. Before I get into anything that I need to tell you, I wonder, do you have any questions for the Martikov family?
I have a question, sir.
Ask.
What is Lord Strahd's ultimate purpose with all this? It seems I'm just confused. What he's trapped here, but he plays with people. Like, what is his ultimate goal? And then she's gonna pull out the coin and just start looking at it. Well, nah, she didn't do that. That's kind of weird, but she's just gonna ask that question.
He looks at you. I think this would be the best way to answer that. He reaches into the sack and he pulls out a leather-bound, water-damaged, and burned portion of the book. Stains all over it. There is a symbol of Ravenloft, a raven in flight, emblazoned.
Here is I in that book, because it's a book.
Titrati is gonna pull out the coin and be like, I asked these questions because I also got this coin. Actually, I guess you could say from his right-hand man. And she's gonna kind of stare at him with her orange eyes and hold the coin in two fingers, her index finger and her thumb.
Where
Do you
did you get it from?
Well, that's what we were going to tell you. We got it from Lord Strahd's right-hand man. I guess this goes a
He
little.
He
immediately covers the book. Put that away. Put it away.
Oh, sorry. And she just kind of shoves it back in her pouch.
Throw it outside the tent.
Outside the tent.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh. Oh.
She'll go out and and kind of toss it, and then come back in. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Hey, stop. Nira roots around in her belongings and pulls out the 3 Electrum coins, kind of shows them to Davian, and also goes outside and drops them.
Okay. His hair was almost staying on end as you said that, and he slowly relaxes as you do that. Do what you want with them after this,
I see.
but don't have those coins in the presence of this book.
Hmm.
Oh.
Okay.
Do the
Get wrapped.
I am assuming the coins somehow are allowing him to view or hear our
Anything
actions.
that Strahd or his right-hand man has given to you should be dealt with suspect. It is better safe than sorry.
My 3 coins came from a man we found hanging. The coins had been stuffed in his stomach.
There are hundreds of those coins, Amber over you, but one specifically given to you. The other ones may be fine, they may not. It better not be kept. It better be safe than sorry.
Sir,
Okay.
why would Strahd's right-hand man give me a coin like that? What does it mean?
Oh.
It's the beginning of the invitation.
Oh, I see.
Has he taken anything from you? Hair, fingernails, blood?
No, not that I know of.
His eyes flicked to the rest of you.
Well, he Oh, should we talk about? Hassan kind of glances at Nira's neck.
Oh, just out of character, what is the name of his right-hand man again? Sorry, I'm just gonna write it down.
Rahadin.
Rahadin, okay.
Rahadin.
Okay, thanks.
But to answer your first question, go over the book. Who would like to touch the book?
Right here.
Okay.
Resident
book.
bookworm?
You grab it. Take it up into your hands. And it feels a light. Very light. It's up there. And you flip through this quickly. Most of it is already destroyed. But he waits as you keep flipping through it. This is signed by Strahd von Zarovich. It is a journal of his life.
Okay, Nira's eyes just go wide and her jaw drops. And she's flipping through it even faster now.
What is it, Nira?
While you have this on your person, whoever holds or touches the book is immune to some of Strahd's vampiric abilities. Everyone within 30 feet of this book has advantage against any saving throw caused by Strahd von Zarovich.
Oh, this would have been nice to have had last night.
Would you like to read some of the passages that are written out? The ones you can find?
Sure.
All right. Give me
Is
a moment.
Davian just waiting, I guess?
Yep, he's just waiting.
And to try is gonna be.
I'm just to look up at him and like, yeah, like. I mean, I want to read it, but like, why do you have this? How do you have this?
My family has positioned this many times throughout the years. I was given it for safekeeping, and it is our purview to give it to individuals who could have use of it. It is within my right to give you this. It is also my right to share you the information it has. This is the payment. But you should read it. But if he learns that you have this, he will come for you. Do you understand that I'm giving you a blessing and a curse?
Yes.
Indeed.
I am very, very familiar with blessings that are actually a curse. And I'll start reading from it.
Okay, give me just one second. You through the passages. And everyone, make sure you can hear the music. Turn, but just have it in the background. I will provide the full reading of this later, but I'll be reading it out. I am the ancient. I am the Lamb. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was a warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the war year and the killing year wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth, my strength gone, and all I had left was death. My army, my pride settled in this valley of Rovia. And I took power of the people in the name of a just God, good God, the light God. But I had none of a God's grace or justice. And then, why? I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient throne. And I brought them to settle in the castle of Ravenlock. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome, youthful. I hated them both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others. A rare beauty, who is called perfection, joy, treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all of my heart. I loved her for her youth, her joy. But she spurned me. Old One was my name to her, elder and brother also. Her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed, and the date set. With words, she called me brother. When I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name. Death. It was the death of the aged. She saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it. I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me. So I came to hate death. My death. My hate is strong. Very strong. I would not be called to death so soon. So I made a pact with death. A pact of blood. On the day of the wedding, I killed my brother, sealing the pact with his very life's essence. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden the same day. She fled from me. She would not let me explain. I became angry. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her, and in despair she flung herself at the walls of Ravenloft. I watched everything I ever wanted, all from my grasp. 1,000 feet through the mists, no trace was ever found. Not even I know her final fate. My traitorous guards, their arrows, pierced me to my soul. But I did not die, nor did I live. I became undead forever. I have studied much since then. Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life, you. I curse the living that took. Even the sun is against me. But I have taken care of that. Little else can harm me now. Even a stake through my heart may hold me. But my little brother's gains, that sword he had, that cursed sword, Sergei. I will dispose of that awful tool. It's the last thing I need to get rid of. Fades for a second. Passage of time to explain this last portion. I have often hunted Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp. But she escapes. She taunts me. What will it take to bend her love to me? I now reside far below Raven. I live among the dead and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollowed and hollow castle of despair. I shall seal shut the walls of the stairs so that none may disturb me. We flip through the rest of the passages. Destroyed, mainly in water, through it. But a great deal of time passes between that passage and the rest of the journal. Pages have been ripped out and moved. This does not seem a pleasant amount of time. That is what you read, Nero.
I'll look up at Davian. Why is this so destroyed if your family's been keeping it? There's so much missing here. Vital information, I would say, too.
We recovered it from the swamps of Perez. My family's had it for about 4 generations.
Interesting.
I wonder why it was there. Is there what's in Berez?
That's a ruined town. A large town bigger than Wallaki. Gone. Destroyed. They say it was his wrath that did it. I suggest that you do not let Zarovich hear about this. Do you want to keep it, or shall I?
I want to keep it. I don't know about the rest, and I'll look at them.
I say keep it. I mean, it's gonna make Lord Strahd angry with us, but at the same time, at least we got something he wants. Seems. It gives us a little bit of leverage, and at the end of the day.
If he knows we
Yes.
have it, he will take it back by force. But I think it's better in our hands.
Yes, I agree completely. That is an object that I would thoroughly. I
But-
feel its benefit far outweighs its risk.
But know this: if he knows that we have it, he will take it from us, and we won't be able to do anything.
True. I mean, I don't know if even with all our powers combined, I don't think we could really stand up to him.
Not yet, anyways.
Unless we transcribe it.
This is true.
So we have the information, and maybe make it a fake one and give him the fake one. But we need somebody who can.
I know, we
Make
could
a
use the
perfect
printing
copy.
press. They had the printing press back there. We could use that and print it out.
That's for mass printing.
That would be awesome.
That's
Let's spread
not
it to
gonna
everybody.
work.
To everybody. Oh my god.
That would be awesome. He would hate you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the idea of copying pages to distribute. But I'm pretty sure that would lead to us just getting killed by Strahd almost immediately.
I think it
don't-
would lead to a bloodbath of epic proportions.
I just mean like one copy or so for us.
Yeah, no, but
Well, yeah.
a printing press copy isn't going to fool the guy who wrote it. Is the problem?
Also, it would take too long and to just do a single page. I'm loath to give it up.
Yeah.
I don't think I've shared with any of you that I grew up in for many of my younger years at least, in a used scroll and bookstore. And my father and mother would often be involved in restoration of different books. So I'm tempted to want to try to find a way to perhaps restore some of these pages. They might have very valuable information, but that would be the risk. And I don't know if there's a way to do it here.
But just you have to all acknowledge that if he wants it back, he will take it back by force, and we will lose it.
I actually want to look to Davy and ask, what would be the consequences, do you think, of Strahd getting this back? I mean, really, it is in the end just a book with many pages and personal thoughts.
I would not suggest taking the printing press we have and mass producing it. You would almost surely have your heads on the pikes outside of his wall, or he would wear you like a dress.
Yeah, it's as great of an idea as it is. It is our suicide.
What?
People hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yep.
Okay, so you heard me ask what the consequences would be if
Yes,
he was to get it back from us?
Did you hear what I said?
I just heard something about the printing press. That's it.
If you did that, he would probably have your heads on pikes, and he would or wear you like a dress.
If he got the book back?
If
Or
you
just-
mass printed it or something.
Yeah, no.
like that.
No, I'm
Um,
talking about like what is Davian worried about with him getting this back? Because I mean, really, in the end, it's just a book with pages and personal thoughts.
In my honest opinion, I'm not exactly sure. He has a weird sense of honor about him. If you fought him, made him work for it, the consequences could be dire.
I'm back. Sorry.
He could possibly respect you for it as well. I'm not sure.
I mean, Nira's kind of clutching it to her chest, and she wants to. I want to keep it, but I know I'm not the only one here.
It sounds like Solaris. You were kind of saying that beforehand. You're fine with keeping it. You just want to make sure everyone's aware that's a possibility. Strahd's going to rip it out of their hands, right?
Yeah, I was being religious too. Like, you know, when you die, you can't take anything with you. So I'm trying to get attached to material things, but mostly, like, it's something you won't be able to hold on to if it's flashed around too much, is what I'm thinking.
Question: are you saying that in character or just out of character?
Half. So like the religious thing, and you can't die and bring things with you, perfectly in character. But yeah, actually, it's all in character. Sorry, yeah, that makes sense. There wasn't any. Yeah.
Too bad.
I've faced death twice, and it's taught me to try to. I don't want to have any regrets, and I want to live my life, and I feel like I want to keep this book very badly. I'm fine with making a copy that we could potentially have as a decoy in case we needed to protect it and pass off the copy to someone else, but I would like to keep it.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, now that you want it, it's something you don't want to lose. It's something you'll covet, and with that comes a weakness. And I'm trying to explain to everyone, even myself, to remind myself that now that we covet it, we can lose it, which is going to cause strife.
Well, Nira, if you really want to keep it, I say keep it.
Can we tell? Can I tell from like holding it and keeping it, whatever, that it would have those protective powers you were telling us about?
But yeah, you know that protective powers.
Oh,
Okay.
And besides, it will help us out.
So I'll tell them to everyone. So keep going, Tetra.
Besides, if it has those kind of powers to help us out, I mean, maybe it's something valuable enough to keep with us. If Lord Strahd ever goes against us, at least we have a little bit of a better edge, I suppose.
You know if it'll still protect us if it's hidden, like in your backpack? For example?
Exactly.
Or does it have to be shown?
Yes, it will protect you if it's in your backpack.
Yeah.
I think it just has to be in proximity.
The person carrying it is immune to vampiric abilities from Strahd von Zarovich. And everyone else has advantage on saving throws against him.
It was within 30 feet of me, and I am very cognizant of who is always within 30 feet of me for a particular purpose, if you all know what that is.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm gonna kind of step back away. I don't know where Tetra is, but I'm gonna step back away from Tetra and kind of off to the side from some of the rest. Honestly, my biggest worry is you, Tetradia.
Me? Why?
I could
You're
see
far
you
too
take.
willing to make a deal with the devil, woman.
I could see you saying we should take this book with us simply so that you could steal it from me later and give it to him as a way to get out of this land, or give it to him as a way to get power, or give it to him as a way to get favor, or any number of reasons.
I would never do that.
Sure you wouldn't.
I feel like I need to roll insight on this shit.
Solaris is gonna look at Tetra and say, "Walking through doors, remember?"
Yeah, walking through doors. She's gonna give like a cheesy smile and.
God, I wish we had Gro here right now.
He actually is here. He's listening.
Is he?
I see him in the chat.
Yep, he's listening.
I see him on here. Dro is listening in.
The man is here.
Eh,
Oh, he's on.
I am here.
He's here.
You sneaky bastard.
Karate-
Yeah, I don't think I've been around long enough to. I've only been here like 5 minutes, so I don't have too much context to.
We have Strahd's
react
journal.
to.
We have Strahd's
Yeah,
journal.
we have his little boy journal.
Essentially, it's one of the treasures from the card reading. Yeah, that sounds like
one,
something.
it's one of the treasures
It's
from
the
the card.
treasure from the card reading. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Mata Ava was pointing us at.
I mean, if we're all about thinking that Tetra is gonna fuck us over in some way, I'm totally down with that. I'll agree. No problem.
You guys have no faith in me. This is ridiculous.
I
After
mean-
I
I
saved,
can't imagine why.
I saved Velaki, and then I saved
Uh-huh.
Mira.
Uh huh. You sure did save a
I
lock.
can't. I mean, we can't deny the other part there, but
Ugh, you guys just never trust me. I feel so persecuted by you all.
then start doing things to make us trust you.
Ugh. I do all the time. You guys are.
But then you do things like speak the way you did with Rahadin.
I speak that way because what you want me to what insult him and get my arm chopped off or something or zapped?
You know you can just keep your mouth shut, right?
There's a
In
certain
fact,
way...
I'd probably recommend you do that right now.
That might be going a little far, but
Yeah, Theron, you don't tell me what to do.
don't you start. He had a good point.
Ugh. Well, you guys do what you want. She walks out of the tent, picks up the coin, and she's just gonna sit out there for a bit. She's getting annoyed, so she's outside right now, just kind of steaming a little bit.
Tetra, come back. I'm gonna telepathically reach out to her.
Oh, why? So you can berate me more in front of the wise man?
It's not about berating you. I just want to know that if we take this, it's not going to tempt you.
Promise, it won't tempt me. And she just says it outside the tent to where you can kind of hear it muffled of. I just want some fresh air. You guys, I'll be fine. She just stays out there.
Okay. Okay. The song sounds like it peters for a second. Davian clears his throat. I'm happy to answer any more of your questions. Absolutely. We owe you a bit. And I hope some of this has been paid already. But I don't want to, but I need to ask another favor of you. Our winery keeps everyone fed. Wheat, flour, while we can get some from the Vistani, mostly come from here. That gem that I and Adrian told you about is important.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be the deaths of many, many people if we do not get it. I'm hesitant to ask it, but we did see the group head to Yester Hill. If you can find the time, or find it within your hearts, it would save a lot of lives if we could have some people go look.
I took a job to make this place, to try to find a safe place for somebody. And in all honesty, I don't think I can say I've completed that until we secure a safe food supply for the people. So I have a very good hunch that I'll be happily hunting that gem down in the very near future.
The Esther Hills is not a normal place. We don't go there. This is a place for the dead and forced folks. Just, if you go there, be cautious, be careful.
This land has certainly drilled that lesson into our memories.
Well, is there anything that you would like to know about Barovia? Questions that are unanswered, I may be able to provide them to you. If not, take some time to think about it, and I can talk to you later. Okay. That is where we will end the session.